there, and welcome to the Big Bonding Brush. Today we're going to paint Kieth Haring's 1988 Untitled piece. We're sticking with the whole theme of love and kindness this month, as I feel like it's needed. We need to give it, we need to receive it. So we're going to paint it. We're going to fill it. I have a really big brush, big flat brush. I have a medium flat brush. And I got a couple tiny brushes, little brushes for the little detail. I have my paint water. I have my paints. I have red, black, and white. That's the only colors we're going to need tonight. And the background of this painting is solid white. And although our canvas is white, we're still going to paint it because canvases absolutely adore paint, just like I adore paint. But it absorbs it, and it's good. So we're going to paint the entire surface, including the sides, which might seem as though we're painting a polar bear in a snowstorm eating marshmallows, but we're not. No, we're going to paint Kieth Haring. And yeah, again, so this is our piece, but the heart is red, and so I just wanted you to have a look-see at that. Oh, also we have napkins, plenty of napkins. And a surface in which to put your paint on. I sometimes use paper plates. Sometimes I use the good old palette. But I like to have a piece of glass and just use that too. So we're going to start with our white. And like I said, exciting, super exciting. We're going to paint the whole darn thing white. Ooh. Hello. Who just arted? Okay, and so I've got my big brush so I can do fast work in short time. And so, but brushes, we always like to start out getting them wet. So I like to get them in the water and then wipe them off on my napkin. And then I can go from there and pick up my paint. So here we go. We're going to cover the whole canvas, like I said, with the white. We're going to paint the top as well. There it is. And we're going to paint the whole front. That paint on there. And then we got to let it dry. And this is acrylic paint, BTW. By the way, we have acrylic paint here. And some painting the sides as well. I'm going to paint the whole thing. The beauty of that, like the beauty of these stretched canvases on board, as opposed to the just the canvas boards, is that you can just hang these directly on the wall. And I love to paint around this painting, not so much, but other paintings. It's really nice to paint all the way around the edges of your canvas. I'm not painting. I'm not painting super thick, but I am using quite a bit of paint, getting it on there. And smoothing it out back and forth, up and down, circles, however your little heart desires. And I'm pretty much covered here. So I want to start letting it dry. I'm now going to take my canvas. I'm going to flip it like so. Like I said, painting the whole thing and covering the top. All right. There we go. I don't know. I think it's beautiful. So there it is, white. Paint your canvas white. Next step, we're going to be doing the black outline. And then last but not least, the red heart. So let it dry. Okie dokie. Hopefully you paused and let your paint dry for a second. If you didn't, go ahead and pause right now. Because we have a dry canvas and we're getting ready to paint black on it now. So we're going to get our black. This is a really fun painting. It's two men or women, or men and women, however you want to go with that. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I opened this paint. And they're holding up a vibrating heart, and they're vibrating. Kieth Haring, who's done a whole bunch of really, really cool pop and graffiti art. He's also kind of like a neo-expressionism. Anyway, born 1958, and he passed away in 1990. He was, here we go. So now I'm picking up my small fine brush, see that? And like I said, I'm getting it wet, wiping it off on my napkin, and let's get crack-a-lackin'. We've got our black. Don't be afraid. Just be aware of where you're doing your placements. So, here we go. We're going to start with this figure to the left. And we're going to start with his head. Go ahead and pick up more paint if you need, as I do. Nice, just solid black line. There's no blending on this painting. None of those shenanigans. This is a straightforward painting. I did this painting earlier today in miniature form and put it on Miniature Masterpiece to promote that. So you'll have to check that out. All right, here we go. Let's get an arm over here. It's just a straight line. Excellent. And then another straight line up that way. Up that way. His hand is simply shaped like, I don't know, a mitt. Love this work. Another line down. That's his elbow. Bring it on over. And then we need to do his curved back. Got some curve going there. For such simple characters, they have incredible movement. Okay, I'm going to bring it down a little bit further. Yeah. And then his leg. A mitt foot. Mitt foot. Come on up here to the knee. The knee bone's connected to the ankle bone. Okay, whatever, Kinslow. Oh, sorry. My head's getting in the way. And arm or leg. Crotchal area. Bring it on down. This other leg doesn't come quite as far down. And this foot's a little more flat-footed. Whoop. There it is. Excellent. And another straight line. Good stuff. Bring the knee on over. Not all the way. So you can paint anything. You just have to break it down. This belly goes to about right here. Right? And it's a straight line. Connecting one dot to the other. Excellent. And other arm. Should be about center of the canvas, and it is. Good work. If it isn't, it's all groovy. I'll show you my miniature one. It's not perfect, but that's okay. You know, just embrace your imperfections, because that's what makes you unique. So that's what I gotta say about that. Another mitt. Try to make your mitts the same size. And bring it down. Look at that. We already have human. We'll call them humans, because we're all humans. Look, we have the first human done. He's awesome. And then looking at Kieth Haring's, this part of the head is just down a little more than that one. And then this has got a little more curve, just to make it a little more authentic. Okay. Sweet. Let's move on to human number 2. Okay. This time I'm gonna do this arm right here first and foremost, because I want to make sure it's connected. So because these humans need to touch. It's important. Oh, okay. There we go. Bring it on down to there. And over. Here is the head. Oh, getting kind of high with my painting, but that's okay. Meaning that this side is getting higher than the other. So there it is. Okay, there's his head. And his other arm. And what is this called? It's not the elbow, it's the elbow pit. Elbow pit. Is that right? Okay, and another mitt hand. And bring his arm down. That's right. That's right. It's all coming together. Okay, I'm gonna go back over onto the other side of this human. And do the other part of his arm. And then his belly, which comes to, oh, like about that. Like it. I like it. And then his leg, his knee. This guy is doing some kind of boogie. I don't know. His legs are together, unlike the other guy. One foot. Huh. Two foots. It's coming up. All right, and his leg. And the back of his body. Curve. Very curvy. Ta-da! We're doing a great job. Great job indeed. Okay, let's get that heart in there. We're gonna go find the middle of the canvas, which is about right here. And we're gonna go and pick up some more paint. Yeah. Go. Sweet. Huh. And then to make it go even on the other side, we're gonna do these little dots, right? Like a dot to dot. Let's try it, shall we? Let's do it. Why not? Connect the dot to the dot. To the dot. It's a little catty-wampa, but no two hearts are the same, people. If you really want to get serious, you could get a piece of paper and fold it in half and cut out half of a heart and put it on there and draw it on there if you want. See, mine's a little lopsided. I could care less. Here we go. Let's put on the movement lines. Okay, we got this movement line here. We've got some movement lines here. A little dash. A little movement. We've got, what's he doing over here? It's a good movement over here. Yeah. Look at him getting down. Oh. movement over here. Yeah? Could even go through and make these lines thicker. So I'm going to quickly go over all of my lines to make them bolder, as that's what Kieth his bold pop art strokes. Seems redundant. Is that the word I'm looking for? Kinslow. People. Is that the word I'm looking for? Hey, if you're enjoying yourself painting along, or not painting along, and you're just enjoying yourself, make sure that you like and subscribe and share, please. That'd be really cool. Super cool. If you have any ideas of a famous work of art that you would like for me to instruct you in, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment box. I'll check that out. We're scheduled for the 10th, the 20th, and the 30th of every month. And the thoughts are, we pick a painting and we just gradually get a little harder and harder as the month goes on. So, and I like to pick a theme. Again, ooh, this theme is, see, that looks much better. Popped. Make it pop. Make it bigger. Bigger strokes. Bigger strokes for bigger folks. Make that heart bolder. And that'll give me the opportunity to make it bigger over here on this side, because it seems a little off, like I said. Oh yeah. I love painting in black. It's just so bold. Very bold. It's always kind of scary when you're mixing it with other colors to make a shade. It's really refreshing just to paint with this nice black, white, and red. So Kieth Haring is most famous. This painting said it was untitled, although on some sites I saw that it was titled. Some sites not titled. It's just like, come on. Let's get consistent here, people. But he's really famous for, he did so much work while he was alive. He was a activist, social activist. Started with sexual illusions that morphed into social activism. He was all about safe sex and the whole AIDS awareness. And so one of his famous pieces is called Crack is Whack. It's really awesome. Maybe at some point we can do that one as well. Absolutely. because I'm just going to keep doing these. Also, if you enjoy yourself in these videos, they are free, but I do live off of tips, and so you can visit my tip jar, my Venmo tip jar, or my PayPal me tip jar, and I will share those links with you in the comments after I've posted this painting. So again, thickening it up. Thicken. Almost there. And then we have the heart to fill in, and we're done. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Just a deliciously quick and easy painting. It says so much. It says a lot. All right. Groovy. Super. Okay. Let's make your head a little bigger, my friend. Human number 1 and human number 2. You need a bigger head too. Broader head. Oh yeah. Excellent. Oh, I'm so happy. Very happy. Great. See, I could just do this all day long. Okay. This a little wider, and this a little wider. We're gonna make this a little wider. Okay, we have to put the vibrancy around the heart. Those little lines. So here we go. They're just little dashes. Some are longer than others. But they all radiate from the heart. Still using that little brush, but I'm just using a lot of paint. I'm bringing a lot of paint on here. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, that was a blob. Just leave it. Ooh, hello. Oh. Oh yeah. See that? There's a lot of action going on here. A lot. Look at that. It's pretty incredible. I think that's why Kieth Haring was successful, is that he just kind of minimalized what he was trying to portray or communicate, and yeah, it worked. he had his own brushstroke. When it felt good and he worked for it. He worked for it. He did it. He was successful. I'm going to broaden these. Okay, right on, right on. You might want to let that pause and let that dry a little bit. You want the white of your heart to be definitely dry before you paint the red in. So we'll just pause. Okay, so we are set to finish up. Let's get that red shook up real good. I have a joke for you. How do you inspire an artist? Anyone? Anyone? Easel-y. Get it? I love that kind of humor. Anyway, here we go. As I was saying earlier, I have a smaller flat brush, and that's what I'm going to fill in the red with. So, again, getting it wet, wiping it off on my napkin, and picking up some red. Picking up a lot of red. Not going to be shy. And here we go. This looks to me like it's going to need 2 coats. Normally, I'll tell you a little hint. When I am painting, I do a lot of color mixing. As you will see in other instructional videos, I like to color mix. And this is really this is straight out of the bottle, red. So when you color mix, you make these kind of paints that aren't super expensive. You make them less opaque. It seems like they're a little more opaque. Ooh, that's another trick. Like that? They're a little more opaque when they come straight out of the bottle. But that's okay. You can just do a couple coats, as we will do with this heart. I just did one side. Now I'm going to do the other side. And then I'm going to go back to the other side and do another coat. Excellent. There's like, I don't know, 3, maybe more paintings that are at this very similar, like out of the same kind of series, mood he was in, whatever. And I think that they would look really nice all together. If you just did 3 of them, place them side by side on your wall, that'd look really good. This will look really good too. So I'm going in with another coat. And ideally, you let it dry a little bit first, right? And so I'm just going to go through with a light coat. And then to get that super cherry bomb solid red that I am looking for with no brush strokes, unlike Mr. Vincent van Gogh, who is all about the brush stroke. I'm gonna let this dry. Okay, so we're just gonna pause and let it dry. Okay, we've let it dry a bit, and we're just going to put on another nice cherry coat on this cherry red. Could go a different direction than your brush stroke that you had done before. That'll help fill in those little white areas, not so painted. Go. So I tried the live YouTube tonight. Didn't work. It was a lot of pressure. So I may save my little live doodahs for the acute auction house and some other things. So that being said, 6 o'clock on the 20th, you will have access to the next painting. Looking good. Feeling good. I'm feeling good about myself and my painting. So, I'm done. Whenever you're finished, you always need to make sure and sign it. This is a Kieth Haring. Do not sign it Kieth Haring, as you are not Kieth Haring. You are who you are. And I am C. N. K. That's Chrissy Noel Kinslow. But it also looks like a fun little cute creature. Okay. Signed, dated, Kieth Haring, Untitled, 1988. That was fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you enjoyed yourself, please share, please like, please subscribe, and if you really dug yourself, go to my tip jar at Venmo or PayPal, which I will share the links with you in the comments section. Thank you very much, and keep painting, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.